Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's the John Ross Show for today, the last show of the month here, January 30th, 2026. We're going to look at a week in review for this week, January 26th through 30. And earlier in the week, we started out with administrative justice. And I want to bring that back up 1 second. If you have any legal things or need helps, various churches in the area are doing that. And through our administrative justice, call this number 855-818-4554. And those legal helps are at the end on Saturdays usually, and can be a help in various areas. And we have one at First Presbyterian at the end of the month, the fourth Saturday of the month at First Presbyterian. So that's what we had on Monday, and you can also go to administrativejustice.org to see more about that one. And on Wednesday, we had a talk about the SNAP program and how we have to go with our pantries on that. And I want to remind you of all our pantries in the area. And remember, if you have a SNAP problem, okay, what do I got here? Okay, we go to snap.org and saveoursnap.org, excuse me. And that can be of help there for you if you have SNAP. And we need for the new program that's coming up with, anyway, it's 80 hours of work or donated time and other things. You got to fill out more forms. You got to do that. It's going to take effect on Sunday, my understanding. So that SNAP's coming on. Anyway, that's coming on Sunday. So remember our food pantries in the area: Aurora Interfaith Food Pantry in Aurora, Marie Wilkinson Pantry in Aurora, Batavia Interfaith Food Pantry, and we also have the Salvation Army Pantry. That's on Tuesdays, and that's in Aurora, and they have one up in Tri-Cities too, St. Charles. And then the Northern Illinois Food Bank, where you can find out more about these things and about different angles on that. I'm going to put that up 1 second here. I think we can get it up. You can see there where you can donate to them, and you can find out about local food pantries. But just go to Northern Illinois Food Bank, and it's solvehungertoday.org, solvehungertoday.org, and you can find out more about those things. So that's what we're doing on Monday and Wednesday. What did I say? Tuesday. Well, thanks. Anyway, Monday and Wednesday. So we're back now, and we're going to just discuss a little more here about the week in review. And today we had some discussion out there about Don Lemon, who was arrested. We'll hear more about that. I haven't heard more. I've not done that today, but I heard some about that. He got arrested for an interview in a church. Now, this is strange. A lot of news media people are really upset about this one, and I think they're right. And they had a couple of court judges that wouldn't do anything about it. Now they finally got something going. So that's with Don Lemon. So that's happening today even, and last night. Today also, the Epstein files, they released 3 million Epstein files with a lot of names in there of a lot of different people. So that's going to be in the news for a while, the Epstein files. So we're going to see more on that in the next days. And that's something else. And then Donald Trump had to reorganize he had to reorganize. he had to reorganize in Minnesota, and he brought in Tom Homan. So we got Tom Homan now in Minnesota. That's interesting also. So we have Tom Homan in Minnesota. Trump had, this is a picture from a cabinet meeting this week. So he brought in Tom Homan, this guy in the right here, to sort of salvage his situation there in Minnesota. Now, that Minnesota stuff, we know what all that was brought about by, and it was brought about by the deaths of two individuals, of Renee Good and also Mr. Purdy. Now, what was his first name? I gotta get that again. Where did he? Okay, let's get that. Did I get Mr. Purdy up or not? Let's see where he went. There's Mr. Purdy. And so that's the things that's been happening here. And this week, 2 deaths. So, yeah, 2 deaths. This VA nurse, Purdy, and Miss Good being killed. These 2. Wow. So that's some of the things happening in the last days here, and we're going to keep our eye on these things. And how do we in our individual lives, in our corporate situations, for me that's with my church, how do we respond to these things? How does the church respond to these things? And well, we'll hear more about these things in the days ahead. And so I'm going to take that down if I can get it down. There we go. And anyway, so that's what we'll be talking about in the days ahead. I'm doing my own, what do you want to call it? I'm doing my own producer or graphic work. Oh, I got to get that 18 degrees. That's what it is outside right now, folks, tonight. So we're going to remove that. 18 degrees. That's interesting. 18 degrees. So anyway, so you have a good week, rest of the weekend here. And we'll be back on Monday. And I'm sure some of these things will still be out there and we'll be talking about. And how we respond with our government and killings of people. Yep, that's the question. So thank you for listening a few moments, and we'll be back on Monday, Lord willing, and we'll keep working on our shows to improve them more yet. So we're going to be working on improvements. So God bless. Have a great weekend. And for now, all I'm going to say is bye-bye. And we'll see you then on Monday. So bye-bye now. God bless everybody out there and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.